Up to 289 miles of range, price and specs very similar to the Model Y, today we're checking out the brand new 2024 Nissan Ariya, a real challenger to the Tesla Model Y. As we go through this review, we'll be comparing every design aspect, technological feature, and performance detail between the Ariya and the Model Y. For each category, we'll award a point to the winner. By the end of this deep dive, we'll tally up those points to see which vehicle comes out on top. Stay tuned to find out which car, the Nissan Ariya or the Tesla Model Y, earns the most points, and ultimately, my recommendation for your next electric SUV purchase. Now, before we deep dive into the details, let's talk about why I have such high hopes for this Nissan Ariya. Nissan has been in the EV game nearly as long as Tesla, focusing on affordability much earlier. They introduced the Nissan Leaf in 2010, a stark contrast to the Tesla's offering at that time. Tesla's first foray into more budget-friendly EVs were with the Model 3 in 2017, years after their high-end Roadster in 2008 and their luxury Model S and X, which debuted in 2012 and began deliveries somewhere around 2015. These were out of reach for most consumers at that time. While the Leaf was groundbreaking, the Leaf was not a good-looking car, and its range wasn't great either. This set the stage for the Model 3's success, thanks to its balance of range, style, and affordability. Now, with years of experience, Nissan is poised to make a significant impact with the Ariya, shedding the Leaf's less appealing aesthetic for a much more attractive design. The 2024 Nissan Ariya sports a fresh look with its timeless Japanese futurism design. Its sleek, aerodynamic shape and smooth surfaces echo classic Japanese aesthetics. The front end stands out with the LED headlamps, a prominent aerodynamic shield in place of a grille, and a distinctive drop-down LED daytime running headlights. These elements, along with the illuminated central brand logo, gives the Ariya a bold, futuristic appearance. However, I have grown tired of the Model Y's look. It seems to borrow heavily from the Model 3's design, which suits the Model 3, but in my opinion, doesn't translate as well to the Model Y. The illuminated Nissan logo, especially at night, really makes the Ariya stand out and look more futuristic. So in this aspect, I'd have to give 1 point to the Nissan Ariya for the design innovation and appeal. This illuminated futuristic front grille is something that Cadillac seems to be following as well. What do you think? Do you like this futuristic front illumination that most legacy automakers are following? Or do you like the plain Tesla look? Let me know down in the comments. When you lift the hood of the Ariya, you might be in for a surprise, but perhaps not the kind you were hoping for. Unlike the Tesla Model Y, which cleverly utilizes its under-the-hood space for a front trunk offering about 117 liters of storage, the Ariya takes a different path. Under its hood, you won't find additional cargo space. Instead, it's all about mechanics, similar to the traditional gasoline vehicles. This means you see the inner workings and motors, a stark contrast to the extra storage you get with the Model Y. However, I would prefer extra storage rather than seeing the insides of my car, especially when it's 117 liters of space, which is quite a lot. So in this aspect, I would have to give 1 point to the Tesla for its more practical and user-friendly design. Also, feel free to tally up the points from your own personal perspective and situation. Your preferences and needs might lead you to a different conclusion than mine in the end of the video. It's all about what works best for you. So go ahead and make your own comparison. You might find that a different car wins in your own tally compared to my final result. Remember, the best choice is the one that fits your lifestyle and needs the most. The alloy wheels on the Ariya are a real eye-catcher, coming standard at 19 inches from the factory. They have a more appealing look compared to those on the Model Y, whether you're looking at them with or without the hubcap. So for style and aesthetics in this department, I'm giving another point to the Nissan Ariya. And while we're talking about the wheels, let's not forget to check out the pedestrian warning system on the Ariya. It has a much more cool and distinctive sound than the Teslas in my opinion. Therefore, it's another point to the Ariya for its cool and effective pedestrian warning system. Taking a look at the rear design of the 2024 Nissan Ariya, it's clear that Nissan has paid just as much attention to the back as they have to the front. The Ariya features a steeply raked C-pillar that flows seamlessly into the deck, contributing to a sporty, low-slung stance. This, combined with the quickly sloping roofline, adds to its dynamic appearance. The rear combination lamps are a standout feature, with a dramatic light blade accented by a blackened treatment, ensuring that the Ariya makes an impression from every angle. This thoughtful design sets it apart from the competition, including the Tesla Model Y, which looks like the design team just took the Model 3 in Photoshop and stretched it out. So for the rear, I'd have to give a point to the Ariya. Moving to the cargo space, the new Nissan Ariya offers a respectable 59.7 cubic feet with the rear seats folded down. However, when compared to the Tesla Model Y, which boasts a larger 67.9 cubic feet of space, the Ariya falls slightly behind. Additionally, the sub-trunk area of the Model Y is more substantial than the one that's available in the Ariya. This extra room can make a significant difference for families needing more storage for travel or daily activities. In this aspect of practicality and cargo capacity, the point undoubtedly goes to the Tesla Model Y for its superior space offering. Underneath the sub-trunk of the Ariya, Nissan thoughtfully includes tools for tire repair and replacement. This is a notable advantage, especially when you consider that for the Tesla Model Y, such tools are an additional purchase from their website and not included with the vehicle. This is another tick in favor of the Ariya, offering a greater value right out of the showroom. Furthermore, the Ariya seems to have designed a space for a small tire, emphasizing its focus on practicality and preparedness for unexpected situations. So another point goes to the Ariya. Another small yet significant detail I noticed in the rear of the Nissan Ariya is the absence of a 12-volt outlet. This is a feature many SUV owners find essential, especially for activities like camping or powering accessories on the go. The Tesla Model Y, on the other hand, includes this convenient outlet, which adds to the utility and versatility. Given the practicality and the needs for SUV users, this omission in the Ariya is noteworthy. Therefore, incorporating this feature to the Model Y earns it a point. Coming to the rear of the Ariya, the seats stand out for being sustainably sourced and offers a comfort level on par with the Model Y. In terms of legroom, in the rear the Model Y does provide about 4 inches more, but the difference isn't substantial enough to sway the score. Also, both cars have rear seat heaters, so no points to gain here. Additionally, a thoughtful detail in the Ariya is the availability of both USB-C and USB-A ports. This contrasts with the new Model Ys, which only offers the USB-C ports, sometimes forcing you to unplug essential devices like a dash cam to use as a USB-A port in the front. Speaking about dash cam, Ariya has no such built-in feature where it'll record 24/7 like the Tesla Sentry mode. So one big point goes to Tesla here for their tech. This has saved me and my friends a bunch of times from hidden runs on the road or in parking lots, so it's definitely a must-have feature. Looking up in the Ariya, you're greeted with a panoramic view similar to the Tesla Model Y, but with an added bonus, a sunroof that opens. Now, whether this is a plus might come down to personal preference. I'm quite content with the Model Y's full panoramic glass and don't particularly miss having a sunroof. However, the Ariya takes it a step further by offering a sunshade for the sunroof. This is a thoughtful addition, especially useful when the sun is intensely bright, allowing you to shield the interior from direct sunlight, a feature not available in the Model Y. For those of you who prefer this kind of control over the driving environment, it's a significant advantage and would require an aftermarket solution in the Model Y. This thoughtful design consideration in the Ariya deserves recognition, so another point goes to the Nissan Ariya. Getting into the front and examining the interior, the Ariya impresses with quality that feels a notch above the Tesla. Tesla has made significant strides in improving interior quality over the years. In this aspect, I'd lean towards giving a point to the Ariya for its slightly superior interior finish. As for controls, Tesla opts for a minimalist approach with very few buttons, relying heavily on the touchscreen interface. The Ariya, on the other hand, includes more buttons, though most are touch-sensitive with haptic feedback rather than traditional analog buttons. This is more about personal preference, so I won't be awarding a point to either models here. However, when it comes to keyless entry and operation, Tesla excels with its seamless experience. Just having your phone in your pocket allows you to enter the Tesla, press the brake, and start driving. The Ariya, in contrast, requires you to press a physical start and stop button every time, which feels a bit outdated in this comparison. For the ease and convenience of its keyless experience, Tesla earns a point in this category. But the Nissan Ariya doesn't fall behind in the race for points. It claws back with its superior storage solutions in the front. There's significantly more legroom and storage space compared to the Model Y. The Ariya offers 2 glove boxes, providing ample space for your essentials. One of the standout features is the electronic handrest, which can be adjusted with the touch of a button. These smart storage solutions in the Ariya make a real difference in everyday convenience and practicality, earning it a well-deserved point in this category. The gear shifting knob is on the center instead of with the steering wheel stalks like the Tesla. Again, this is a preference, so no points here. There's also the wireless charging for your phone underneath this little compartment in the handrest. Well, let's get to the driving experience. Today, I'm behind the wheel of a Nissan Ariya Evolve E-Force variant. The E-Force denotes its all-wheel drive electric drivetrain, which packs a punch with about 389 horsepower and 442 pound-feet of torque. With an 87 kilowatt battery pack, this kind of power translates to a fast 0 to 60 time of about 4.8 seconds and offers a range of 272 miles of range on a single charge. It also has a cool futuristic sound inside the cabin when you accelerate in sports mode. This is something that Tesla does not have, so I would have to give a point to the Ariya here for its cool feature. In comparison, the Tesla Model Y matches the 0 to 60 time at 4.8 seconds, but surpasses the Ariya with a higher range of 330 miles, despite having a smaller 78 kilowatt battery pack. In terms of efficiency and range, the Tesla Model Y clearly takes a lead here, earning it a point in this head-to-head. Unlike the Model Y, which offers 3 variants, the Nissan Ariya expands your choices with 8 different variants. I'll display them on the screen here for you to review. Feel free to pause the video and take a closer look to determine which variant suits your needs best. It's worth noting that the Ariya variants not labeled with the E-Force are the rear-wheel drive models, which offers slightly more range compared to their all-wheel drive counterparts. When it comes to the actual feel of the drive, the Nissan Ariya impresses with its ability to smoothly handle rough bumps and effectively drown out road noise. The difference in ride comfort and noise insulation is very slight when compared to the Tesla, but not enough to give the Nissan a point here in this aspect. However, in the realm of self-driving capabilities, the Ariya is overshadowed by Tesla's superior technology. With Tesla's advanced autopilot and full self-driving features, it's like comparing a brick phone to an iPhone. Tesla's autonomous technology is significantly more refined and offers a better control, earning it a big point in this category. However, Nissan claws back a point with its cool heads-up display. This feature comes straight from the factory, adds a high-tech feel to the driving experience. In contrast, to get a heads-up display in a Tesla, you'd need to look at an aftermarket option. Nissan's inclusion of this feature as a standard is a significant plus, offering drivers valuable information right in their line of sight without the need for any additional installations. Nissan finishes strong by scoring another point with its bird's eye view camera, a feature that Tesla does not offer. Despite Tesla having double the number of cameras compared to Nissan Ariya, it surprisingly lacks this particular functionality. As we near the end of the video, it's clear that Nissan Ariya has scored well and perhaps making it the seemingly obvious choice. However, it's important to remember these are based on my personal preferences, and in this comparison, Tesla didn't fare as well in terms of points. But there is one significant advantage I want to highlight for Tesla before we wrap up: their supercharging network. Unlike Nissan or any other electric vehicle brand, Tesla's fast charging infrastructure is unparalleled. On paper, legacy automakers claim to have robust systems, but in reality, their fast charging capabilities often fall short. This is a crucial factor, especially if you rely heavily on fast charging, like those living in apartments or without private charging options. In such cases, despite the points scored by the Ariya, Tesla would be a more practical choice due to its supercharging network. On the other hand, if you're someone who doesn't frequently go on long road trips and can charge at home, the Nissan Ariya could be a more suitable option than Tesla. That's it for today's video. I hope you found it valuable and informative. As always, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated on my new uploads. I'll continue to expand on this playlist, Tesla versus the world, where I compare various electric vehicles against Tesla's models. You can find the link to this playlist either above or below in the description, so feel free to check out my other videos where I pit Tesla against other electric vehicles. This will give you a broader perspective on all the options available if you're in the market for an electric vehicle. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you on the next video.